we're back for round 6. The wait is over, so all of you guys can see some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action.
Way too
with
much coffee.
us. Yeah. As I said, round 6, we again have table 1 lined up for you. So 2 players which are still undefeated in the tournament.
Indeed.
So 2 of the best performing players so far. And I have heard we are getting a Sky Striker mirror match.
Are you guys hyped for it?
I mean,
No?
some
Nice.
of you guys have been asking for it. I mean, we already saw quite a few Sky Striker mirror matches in our casting careers so far.
Yeah, it was like always terrible.
Usually we get kind of lost in the middle of it, but you guys can definitely help us out to keep us entertained. Like, we are happily engaging with you in the chat. I did not even think about that.
So you're
like,
the mind of a Sky Striker player.
Yeah, like just keep talking to us and we will be talking to you as always. And I would say let's just get into the game.
It's the Nase.
Oh, we have 2 known faces.
It's the Nase.
It is the Nase, Adrian Dürzen, the reigning Spanish national champion. Nice, I love that. And on the other side, we have the fans' favorite, Chingun again. We had him earlier in the day. And indeed, it is a Sky Striker mirror match. Oh, and there is the Ghost Ogre in the hand of Adrian already. Adrian, whatever.
But this hand looks insane for Shingun. If it's
correct.
He
has called. Oof.
Should be correct, right?
It should be correct, yeah. There can only be one in the hand of Adrian, which is not really a card you do want to see in the mirror match, of course. Especially not if you have to go second.
It's okay if your opponent doesn't have an out, he can't access his Kagari and Shizuku in the first turn if he goes into Hayate.
Yeah, right. And Shingun is going first, which is huge for him.
Yeah. I mean, the Ogre might hit if he plays like really greedy.
Yeah, or like... Yeah, and if he does it end phase, it depends on whether he sets the called. Yeah. That's also...
Look at this Eagle Booster called by the grave, engage terraforming. That is like... This is really close to God hand.
Looks good.
This is
good.
really close to God hand. But... Adrian is a very experienced Sky Striker player.
But do you actually see the Bruder muss los Field Center?
Bruder muss los.
Yeah, the chat actually is seeing it too. There is a really nice Field Center that Bruder muss los. I don't know how it is called in English.
Brother must los.
Probably, yeah, definitely. And it's a meme, of course. Oh, and hitting the multi-roll there. I think he can live with that.
Yeah, he's cheating.
Definitely. Puh. Bruder, da muss ich aber wirklich...
Bro gotta go. Oh my god, this is so good. Bro gotta go is like insanely funny.
Really? That's... I mean, is it really like that? It could
Chapeau!
be, right?
Chapeau.
Do you think he made that up?
Yeah, I think he made that up.
I mean...
I don't think that there's a bro gotta go meme in Englando.
I mean, it has to be. Like, it's so funny. Bro gotta go. Like, it has to be a thing.
Yeah, this has to be established.
Touche. Sadly, we cannot zoom in on that Field Center, no.
To everyone who is like big Drake and Josh fan, remember when Josh's father always said tush? That was funny, right?
Super funny.
Yeah, that was like funnier in my head, honestly. Yeah. Well,
so we cannot zoom in, but we still can. Maybe Adrian does it as a victory move to just show up his Field Center so that we can look at it a little closer.
If he doesn't set called, he's in a great spot. If he sets called,
he's in a bad spot.
No, he's not necessarily in a bad spot. I don't, honestly, like he will have like he had to engage back to hand after activating it. That's way to go, bro.
Sorry, what just happened?
Yeah, I think like with Anchor, he shouldn't set the called by the grave because I mean he probably knows what he's playing against.
Yeah, he should know.
And like this way, he kind of actually loses to Ogre. Like this is really greedy versus Ogre if you set your called, but
there is a... Oh yeah, he kept the called.
Yeah, called by Dave. Now Ghost Bell would be insane.
Definitely, yeah. Is Adrian actually left-handed? Do you know that? Because he's having his deck on the left side, which is kind of unusual.
Apparently, and it makes me suffer, honestly.
Yeah, I was really confused by that too. That's really hard. But he probably just is left-handed.
So Ray is getting summoned because Ray is Bay.
Absolutely.
Everyone knows that. And where are you putting your field spell? You're going to make me cry. Oh, don't. Oh, by the way, this Sylveon GX. Am I not allowed to talk about other card games? I have no idea. Sylveon GX, like the most cancer card in the Pokemon TCG for like over a year. The deck won a big regional, a big German tournament, or international rather, and this is like just stall. It's like insanely boring to play against it.
Adrian did not hit with the field spell there.
Yeah, that sucks, kind of.
Definitely. Hayate is punching, but that's not looking too good for Adrian there.
As soon as this Hayate punch comes through, he will eventually play slower to get into timeout. Oh, that was really nice. He protected his Shizuku from a possible anchor or mind control of Adrian, because he might have seen the deck profiles of Adrian's top cut lists where he main deck mind control.
Ooh.
So by protecting it, he can safely go for anchor take. Adrian, you normal summoned Ray already. Yeah.
Well, that's bad.
Oh, roll on area. That works.
Definitely, yeah. So
just
he already was in
this is YCS Prague,
right?
I think he already was in battle phase, yeah, because you wouldn't take Hayate. So Kagari adds back the field spell, which feels horrible, man.
Absolutely.
Do you go set anchor?
Oh, that left-handy thing's really super confusing, isn't it? Like, I was wondering why is he banishing like all of the monsters right there, but it's just a graveyard.
Yeah, it makes me like cringe so hard.
Yeah.
But I think that Adrian might be able to do something here if he immediately goes for there can only be one.
Thanks for having that moment.
That was so nice.
Really. So 2 cards in hand for Adrian.
Oh,
did Chingu did Valor the Shizuku, right?
Yeah.
So no search. And a monster in your main monster zone, which is not very comfortable for a Sky Striker player either.
Yeah, that's true, but he doesn't really care that much because he has like, oh, you have to flip there can only be one. You know that there's a multi-roll. You have to flip it now. Please flip it. Like, you know, there's Jamming Wave, right? He added it with Area 0, did he? Not.
Did he? No, didn't he? He did add multi-roll with Area 0.
Oh, yeah, okay, that works, I guess.
So now he will be able to get the Jamming Waves. But if he gets the Jamming Waves, he gets Shark Cannon, okay.
Yeah, he wants to go for for one of these nice Afterburner or Jamming Wave, activate Shark Cannon removals of Sky Striker Link monsters, but it doesn't really work if there are 2 Sky Striker Link monsters on the field, because then you will just trigger the other Ray.
That's actually true. Our chat is arguing whether being left-handed actually is a disability.
Yeah, from my point of view, it really is. Like, yeah. Adrian is really patient with this. There can only be one. And this
maybe he was too patient with it.
Cost him, maybe. I mean, it was a terrible spot anyways. So
he is scooping it up right there. So that wasn't that much of a grind game either.
Smells bad, man.
We spoiled our viewers for a grind game all day long, and we were like, we haven't seen a Sky Striker mirror match yet. And I mean, this game also is over in 3 turns. So where are the grind games? Probably there's one coming up now. I can already feel it. So Chingun game 1. Chat is loving it. Chingun's a fan favorite once more.
So people are saying that Adrian runs Book of Moon. Let me just check that.
Oh, really?
Let me
Would
just
you?
check
I mean,
that.
do you think Book of Moon actually?
I mean,
is
it's
good?
Troy Salomon average, right?
I mean, yeah, it is a guru. Eingekauft is asking where the Blue Eyes White Dragon is, and so far we did not have a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck in the feature match area today.
Yeah, Triff Gaming, but Triff just revealed like a list where he can, or didn't reveal the list, but a board in which he has like 9+ interruptions, as he stated.
Okay, sounds about right. Yeah, but if you want to watch some Blue Eyes action, just go to the Card Sports League YouTube channel and check out our Ultimate God Cup match from Thursday. We featured a Blue Eyes Dragon deck right there.
Yeah, that really put in some work.
Yeah. I mean, it did win a game by showing up with some combos.
Spoiler?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry for that, guys. But
oh my god.
Yeah. Just check it out, guys. You would see. If you want to see some Blue Eyes action. I mean, that probably wasn't the best commentating on our part there because we're not that into Blue Eyes and into the combos of a Blue Eyes deck. But we still tried our best.
It was a kind of famous Austrian YouTuber
That's
who played
true.
it, Kare69.
Yep, we all know him.
Kare69, Kare69.
That's why you know him, yeah.
It's late night sports commercials.
If you want to call it like that, of course.
Okay, so anyways. No, that bad joke almost killed me.
Yep.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, someone doesn't get the joke in the chat.
Looks like it.
The water bottle is big dick energy. Okay, if you say so.
Maybe you shouldn't read out every single comment of the chat.
I'm curious to know like how he drinks water out of bottles, but
yeah. So let's see. After sideboarding, do you know whether Adrian is boarding shared rights for the mirror match?
He probably does, but by the way, it's not demonetized because I said Dick, because I meant Dick as in short for Robert. Dick is actually the short version of Robert in English.
I'm super confused. How is it?
I have no idea, but they call Robert's Dick. They do. It's not a joke.
Was a very weird sentence because you just said.
Oh, Richard. It's Dick. Richard. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. All right, the guy from Friends, like who was together with Monica. That was Richard, right? Yeah, they called him Dick once.
Once, at least once.
Richard on stream when Robert is Bobby. Right?
I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi commentary, says somebody in the chat. Yeah, that's just usual Yu-Gi-Oh! Commentary as you like it, guys. So.
Is that Ash Eagle Booster double engaged?
It is double engaged at least. Oh, wow.
Big Richard energy.
And Metalful Fusion. At least one card is a brick in his hand.
Metalful Fusion isn't a bad draw if you have the nuts, then you could
just you can just search for the multi-roll, of course. Or for the field spell, right?
Now I get the Schinken jokes.
Of course, because of Chingun. Didn't you realize that
I didn't understand that yet.
Oh boy. Schinken, of course. And he's probably being called Schinken a lot. When somebody in the chat already knows that joke probably was made before, like.
Retarded.
I'm very happy that you guys are enjoying the commentary. We are definitely enjoying our day so far as well.
Oh, he has double engage on Adrian's side with shared right back up too. That can be ashed. That might not be ashed. Maybe he keeps the ash for a shared right. What do you think?
If you expect the shared right, then you should probably keep it. Because then it is like the best thing to ash in the mirror match.
Does he ash that?
He lets it through. He's waiting for that shared right.
Yeah, maybe he waits for like better. Maybe he waits for like the area 0, but at this point you wouldn't anticipate that, right? You wouldn't ash that. I mean, you kind of no. Yeah, he's waiting for the shed, right? His hand is good enough to play through engage with draw.
So,
but there's another engage.
Hello, Mama.
Schinken best Stacker US. I mean, Adrian's hand is like as good, honestly.
It's decent as well, for sure.
And he can like search draw an Eagle Booster to be protected from like Veiler or Imps.
Yeah, basically be safe from everything.
Yeah, I mean, he's lacking a call by the grave, though.
Oh, it seems like people are really enjoying our commentary because we're up to 1,400 viewers, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, testicle jokes are always great for a big audience, honestly.
That pushes the viewership a lot, for sure.
I think so, too.
We definitely have to put in at least one every round, I guess. Probably more. So let's see.
Oh, he's going for like the double engage in hand, honestly. We were just talking about how people cited Mindcrash going second against Skystriker Trickster back in the days.
Yeah.
Back in the days, okay.
Back in the days,
actually,
like
it was like
ago.
nearly 1 year ago, right? That was national time. And national time is like right around the corner.
That's right. Yeah, like probably around 9 to 10 months ago.
Yeah.
Close to a year for sure.
So he's going to set the engage. Probably not the area 0. Yeah, I figured. And he's not. Is he going to ash that? He revealed that he has an ash, I think, with this. The Dirty Clean. Your comments mean nothing to me because your name is Dirty Clean.
So, is there an argument whether Pot of Greed is better than Engage or what? Looks like it. At least somebody's explaining that you can use Pot of Greed in every single deck.
Yeah, and it's so powerful to keep Ash in hand in the mirror match to avoid shared right. That is insane. He has Foolish Burial Goods as well. Just Ash.
What do you even send if you already drew into 2 engages and the Metaphor Fusion?
I think you're just searching for like either roll to send okay.
Oh, he did send Anchor. Yeah, he sent Anchor.
That is muy interesante.
Sending Dino Fields,
but I think Adrian has an Ash in hand, right? So he can. Okay, so he gives his Ash as well for a possible shared right.
Next level. I mean, it is the best card to hit in that specific mirror match.
Yeah.
But you have the danger of your opponent not having the shared right. And then you just sit on your Ash for the whole time. And maybe you just lose because you do not activate it. And then you have to activate it at some point because otherwise you lose.
Yeah, but
then you didn't hit the perfect timing.
In this case, he doesn't because Shingun has the Eagle Booster and the Ray. So if he goes into Kagari, he can just Eagle Booster it after Adrian tries to anchor it.
Yep. So
if he had double anchor, it would be a completely different story.
True.
But he doesn't.
Yeah, what do you think about the Dino Wrestler field spell? Because somebody in the chat was just asking for that. Which can actually summon out Pankratops if you banish it from the graveyard.
I like it, but I don't love it.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not terrible, of course, because just special summoning out Pankratops by activating a Foolish Burial Goods is a good thing, of course. But obviously, it's like an additional brick when you draw it.
I mean, you can send it with multi-roll. You can activate it and then activate Area 0 over to summon Pankratops and then Area 0 chain Pankratops.
Yeah, but I mean, you still count Metaphor Fusion as a brick, even though you can send it with...
I don't consider it a brick.
Not really?
Like, honestly, if I have something to play with, I like drawing into Metaphor Fusion because you don't have to like set a Shark Cannon or something like that to send with the area.
Okay,
I hate doing that.
An easier decision.
Yeah, I really like Metaphor's Fusion because it also gives you a draw. So like area plus fusion is like infinite plus.
Yeah, that's true. So We see double multi-role on the field.
People are seriously on Chingun's Richard.
Yeah. Sure, whatever you say, bro. So, still the edge is being kept by Adrian. And maybe Chingun is throwing into the shared right. By resolve. Oh, that's
Heavy Storm Duster.
And he hits both
That
multi-rolls.
is like really strong, actually.
Yeah, you need these multi-rolls to win the grind game.
Yeah.
I mean, at least one, but now he already has destroyed two of them.
That's such a big Richard, because like there is no access to an engage for a long time now, probably. This was like really good by Adrian. He searched out he could actually just, I mean, he doesn't really need to activate the Eagle Booster right now, because the jamming wave, that like the search was so wasted now.
Absolutely.
He has nothing to play with.
Yeah.
I'm like really pronouncing those things now.
Yeah, and it is really kind of hype, because obviously these two guys are really good with their deck, and they're definitely showing that to us.
And Adrian still has an Ash Blossom.
Yeah, you're right. It was kind of good to actually keep it for the shared ride, because obviously shared ride would really hurt, and he just has an easy time to actually deal with his opponent, because he still has engage, double engage in hand even. And he had that Heavy Storm Duster. Ooh, no, he said one of the engages, so the graphic is off.
I thought that was Eagle Booster. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, okay, our graphics were a little off there. But he has to go into the Shizuku straight.
No, I think I was just off. Don't think that was okay. So he searched. Oh, that hurts so much.
It does. And that also shows us that Heavy Storm Duster is such a great side versus the Sky Striker deck. That really, really brought him into a good position right there.
United Ghosts chat is going crazy right now.
Yeah, I think we did not even say it yet, but obviously Adrian Dursun, being a member of United Ghosts, one of the biggest teams of the world. Oh,
Scoopface! This Heavy Storm Duster, damn! He won versus double engage, terraforming,
metal fusion
stuff.
GG for game 2. So we are seeing a third game, and it's kind of rare for a Sky Striker mirror match to go into game 3 with having more than 20 minutes on the clock.
That is actually true.
But we do have the pleasure to see that right there.
I mean, both players know when to scoop.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty early scoop by Chingun, actually. But, I mean...
Adrian had access to 3 engages in the last turn.
Yeah, you're right. So it probably was a good decision right there.
Shinken is just pretending. You guys.
Yeah. Funny. Yeah, they will hopefully need the time, because we want to see a very, very grindy game 3. So give us all the grind action you have.
I think Adrian got 8,100 AP because of Kana.
Yep.
We're at 1,430 viewers. This is amazing.
Super lovely, yeah. Thank you to every single one of you.
Yeah. Gotta say.
Yeah, what are you gonna say? Oh, thank you.
No, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
I like saying thank you.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, seems like there are a lot of Sky Striker fans out there in the internet. And they heard we are having a Sky Striker mirror match. So, they made sure to tune in fast.
Yeah, they heard that it's Schinken versus Nase. Ja, deutsches Commentary, ja.
Yeah, you could smell the Schinken with your nose, right?
Na, servus, ja. Ein guter deutscher Schinken, ja.
Ja.
Das ist auch fein. Ja. Auf jeden Fall, ja. Sicherlich.
Absolutely,
all right.
Yeah.
You striker feels Batman. Yeah, if you think so, then you should probably leave this. No, don't.
Dante of BA, we have 9 rounds for the day. And we are in round 6 of 9, of course, because both players are 5-0 right now.
We need Dark Sky Striker Link monsters, so it's possible to play around Gozen.
I don't think Gozen really is a problem. Like, sure, it can be problematic from time to time.
Oh, Adrian's face while he's holding up the. Okay, he looks like
he looks
really
so annoyed,
grim.
right?
Like
just let me
everything.
play. Just let me play.
Okay, so Shingun's hand is actually. Oh no, it's good.
It's all right, yeah.
It's fine.
He has drones. He has multi-roll and the field spell.
He can't access engage quite yet.
He just hits it with a field spell and it's fine.
Probably, right?
It's fine. It's fine.
We need a light main deck striker. Imagine another main deck striker. That would be like amazing. You could have more.
What should it do? Like, what should it do?
I don't know. Search engage. Stratus.
Just a quick effect, right? Just a quick effect, attribute to monster to search engage. That would be good, I guess.
That would be really good.
Like activate field spell, summon the potential Skyscraper manic monster.
Anchor. Okay.
Okay, it's just anchor. We're very sorry for that. Yeah, and then just change the main deck monster, and so you get the field spell reveal for 3, and then the engage search set would be busted. Yeah. Absolutely busted.
Let it be big. Add engagement into 500 damage to opponent for time. Oh, that's good. We forgot about that time thing. I mean, sure, Skyscraper doesn't really struggle with that.
Because they have Kana now, and they had Hayate for a while.
Hayate!
Yep. Seems about good.
Also, he has the Sylveon for timeout, so...
Ooh, no Kagari effect turn 1 for Chingun. So he had better openings than the other 2 games.
That is true, and there is a shared rate set with no Ash on the side of Chingun. And Anchor and Eagle Booster set with no 3 spells engraved, so actually he might just go for a Eagle Booster to protect his thing. No, Eagle Booster is in graveyard, right? Did he?
Yeah,
no, it's drones. It's drones. It's drones. It's drones. It should be drones.
I think it is Eagle Booster. It
I have no idea,
honestly. I'm pretty sure it is Eagle Booster. He popped Eagle Booster with the field spell.
Your Eagle Booster.
I boost your Eagle, bro.
Okay, then let's not get carried away on this party.
No, but not so much happening so far.
It could also be called by the grave, actually, because he had that in hand, but I think you would just rather... Yeah.
There's cold.
Yeah.
So
that hurts.
That does hurt for sure.
But does he have like a field spell? I don't think so. Oh, his turn is over now.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was really greedy. Like there was no card that like he said it because he didn't fear Ogre, because multi-roll honestly didn't do anything.
Yep. That's true.
Ah, that hurts.
He did not even resolve multi-roll last turn, right?
Gotta say that hurts.
Like the setting effect.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Do you know Ogre, the multi-roll on activation, or do you chain Shadowite to it?
Good question. What's your point on that?
He actually goes through and unresolve. He activates the Shadowite.
So basically the same than chaining to it.
No Ash Blossom being activated here, so I mean he can't really get rid of the multi-roll now, which I like for Adrian, of course.
Yeah, that's true.
But if he just passes, then he's not in a too bad spot. Like, Adrian doesn't have anything to play with.
That is actually true. I think giving Adrian cards to draw right there by adding cards to his hand is just a mistake. You just have to attack and pass. Or like maybe go into Shizuku again to get that extra engage.
Yeah, this is one draw for your opponent.
Yeah, like, but and you get engaged for that.
Okay, he's going
he commits.
I mean, Adrian actually passed last turn after this, so...
He shouldn't have a good hand, of course.
Yeah, and he has the Ogre, and the Ogre could screw Shingun over.
Wow. That actually could be a turning point for Adrian right there. He was in a bad spot, but by Shingun committing there, he might be drawing into very powerful cards.
Did he draw into a ring?
It does not look
like a monster.
He still has Ogre. Oh, who do you mean? Do you mean Shingun?
Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian should have Ogre in his hand. Like, at least the graphics are stating that.
I mean, he has an Ogre for sure, I know that. But...
I see an additional monster, okay.
Yeah, I don't see 2 Eagle Boosters. Yeah, he just...
So...
Bastian's Siri just went off.
I have no clue why, but my Siri was asking me what it can do for me, and I don't know. Right now, I'm quite happy with that Skyscraper mirror match we're watching.
See, it's array.
It is array? Oh, that's good for him. Max C challenge accepted. I don't think a Sky Striker deck can pull off that many special summons in a turn. Man, like, why do you activate that engage there? I think he should have just passed.
Ogre!
There is the Ogre. Chingu not too happy about it.
Why would you be happy about it?
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like Adrian wants to set a card and probably activate multi-roll to safely play through everything.
Yeah, because then he will have to respond with a Eagle Booster.
Yeah, he has to. That's true. Oh, he has Ogre as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Don't activate Ray effect. Don't fall for Called by the Grave again. I mean, he doesn't have it, probably, I think. Can we actually see what's there? What's the card next to Ogre in the hand? I can't see it. Chat, please tell us. Because we can't see it, because our layout is weird right now.
Yeah. But it is a spell card.
I'm just gonna turn my screen on.
Yeah, I can do that as well. So, Adrian is looking through the options he has in deck.
Twin Twister.
Oh, it is Twin Twister. Okay.
Apparently.
Apparently it is. And he sent the engage with the Hayate. Ooh, and there was the Widow Anchor, and Adrian had the Eagle boosters, so he was able to add back that engage. Yeah. That is huge for him.
He's gonna go crazy now.
Yeah. And all of that was just allowed by Chingun actually playing on when that shared right was resolved.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, like, did he get that much out of it? Of course, like, Ogre was activated on top from Adrian, but still,
like,
I mean, why
the next multi-roll?
Yeah, but like, it does not feel right. I mean, Chingun is very good with that deck, but I'm not sure whether that was too good.
Like, does he have access to Shark Cannon? Because then he can even after burn. Oh, I think there's an Eagle Booster set, right? We know about the Eagle Booster on Chingun's side.
It should be Eagle Booster, yeah, you're right. So, yeah, Sky Striker mirror matches. Such a grind. And finally, we are in that grindy situation where both players have to get their head straight and think about every single decision.
I mean, if you activate Afterburner, then you still get rid of the back row if the Eagle Booster is chained. But if you don't have Shark Cannon, then he might let it go through, so he summons a Ray, and then goes into like his own Kagari, which would also be bad for you.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless you have another anchor in hand. I trick this mirror match, honestly. I love playing it, but casting it is...
it's hard, definitely. Yeah. There is Shizuku. Earthquake again. Yeah, as we said earlier, earthquakes still a very common thing in Germany.
Germany
of course,
is a very
unsafe place,
earthquakey area, I'd say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm very happy that I'm in Magdeburg casting right now, and I do not have to be in Cologne, where like the risk really is super high of having an earthquake. Kagari is not ulti. What the fuck? It's true. Like Adrian actually is playing very high rare normally, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
And he's playing super rare Kagaris. Sad times.
Oh.
What's up?
Yeah, nothing really actually. I mean, he just went like really all in with the Twin Twister to destroy the Eagle Booster. I mean, like the Twin Twister is going to... No, actually, it's not going to hit too hard. Like, if he discards his only own card to destroy the anchor, then the Hayata will just be taken over and the turn will be passed. So he's in a pretty good spot right now, unless there's a top deck engage.
Which always is a factor. So, Chingun, give us something.
Maybe he top deck Eagle Booster?
He's still not sure. That is what we were talking about. Like, you can really get a headache by playing the Skyscraper mirror match because you have to think so much. That looks like Anchor. Yep, there you have it. And he wants it. Take my Kagari. And, oh yeah, set one pass. I want that Kagari back.
Look at how well Adrian played that.
Absolutely.
So far.
Casually putting that engage back into the spell trap zone.
It just fell from his graveyard.
Yeah.
How many rounds are going to be played? 9 rounds.
Yep.
Boom, engage.
Nobody saw that coming.
Right. Oh,
they shared right.
And
and sadly, that Ash is on top of his deck and not in his hand.
That can actually...
So, search it out. Chingun draws one card right there.
Do you have any idea through how many extra deck monsters they've both been through?
Quite a few. But like, I think Adrian has a Kagari left. Ooh.
Ay. Will you be my samurai?
Does he have Shakan as well?
Yeah, he just searched it.
Ah, yeah, sure, of course.
You slowpoke.
Dum.
Actually, what's also very nice is that he can just easily go into Hayate right now, just send like an anchor to the graveyard, and then set it with multi-roll if he wants to.
He's in such a good position. But I mean,
I think he's through both of his Hayates.
That could be true.
No, Hayate.
Oh, Hayate's still there. But like, do you still go for a search this turn when shared right is resolved? No, do you go back into Shizuku? Probably not, right?
You just leave it with the anchor.
Yeah, right.
Asset 2 cards. That's brutal. Like, that's really brutal, actually. Search Eagle Booster and set anchor. That's really strong.
It surely is. Look at that field. Sky Striker. Just creating 4 back rows, a back row out of nowhere.
Remember when I told you that I would bet on Adrian winning this whole thing?
I think that was round 1, right?
Brilliant job so far.
Yep, definitely. And seems like he has kind of overcome his... Oh, okay.
Adrian won the Sky Striker mirror match against Shingun.
2 very skilled players.
Wow.
Showing their skills to us and showing it out to all the viewers right now. And Adrian came out on top.
Yeah, what a match, honestly. That was like really, really intense.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. It was one of the more enjoyable Sky Striker matches. Because, of course, we saw like 3 games. And from time to time, these Sky Striker mirror matches can tend to be like a 1-game match because they just grind for so long and then nothing really happens and it goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But there we had 3 games and we actually finished before time was called even.
Yeah, and you could also see Kian Shabazi in the screen for a second. Oh, yeah, okay. Just a little shout out to Kian Shabazi, or also called Kane Shabuzi, which is his twin brother who's a wrestler.